In this video, I want to show you how to mat and finish your one-point perspective theme drawing or your name and design drawing. Because I haven't finished these yet, I'm just going to use a blank piece of paper to show you what you're going to do. So you're going to need some glue, you're going to need a pencil, and you're going to need your, I believe this is 14 by 14 inch black construction paper. I forgot to measure it before shooting this. So what I would do first is I would try and center this so that you have a frame going all the way around, and this should be a 1-inch frame going all the way around. So once you have that done, I suggest taking your pencil, and I know I've shown this to you before, take your pencil and go in and just kind of put a little corner area on your black paper with your pencil. That will show up as silver. So I don't know if you can see the silver mark there. So that will tell you where this goes so that when you go to glue on the back, you don't end up gluing it off center. So then you're going to take your glue, and again, if your orange cap is touching the white, that means it's closed. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. You want to make sure that you are listening to it breathe. You can hear it breathe. Sometimes you need to take the dried glue off the top in order for it to work, so make sure there's no dried glue at the top. And then you would turn your paper over so you're looking at the back side of your artwork. So if the artwork were on this side, you're turning it over to the back side. And I would suggest putting a dot of glue. You don't need a lot. A small dot of glue here, a small dot of glue there, small dot of glue in each corner. Now I want you to notice that I am not putting the glue right up towards the paper. I'm bringing it in about 1 inch. And then I'm going to do a bead of glue, and I'm just going to make a small bead of glue and make a little X, okay? And if you can see that, just a tiny little bead. It's not a boatload of glue. And then I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to match my corners up with the pencil marks that I made on my black paper. And I'm going to start from the middle, and I'm going to press out. And this will smear the glue or onto the sides, and which is one of the reasons why we don't have this. Now you can probably see that line there. You don't necessarily need that. If you just want to do the 4 corners and leave it fairly open in the back, you can do that as well. When you're done matting your work, the next thing you're going to do is you are going to get your evaluation sheet for this project, and you are going to answer all these questions in complete sentences. When you do this, you need to make sure that when you're answering the question, you're building in the question into your answer. So let me give you an example. Using complete sentences, what did you learn about perspective? What I learned about perspective is, and then give your answer. The second question, using complete sentences, what do you like best about your artwork and why? This is a 2-part question. So your answer should read something like this. The best thing about my artwork, or the best thing I like about my artwork is, give your answer, and then because, and then explain why, because you have a 2-part question. Same thing down here. Using complete sentences, what would you do differently next time and why? If I were to do this project again, I would change, give your answer, because, give your answer. So you have to explain it. When you're done with this, again, we're going to turn our paper over. I'm going to put a little bit of glue in the corners. Notice baby dots of glue, dot, dot, not a lot. Notice I'm not going right on the edge. Another little tiny bead of glue in the middle. Okay, very little glue, hardly any glue. I'm going to turn my paper over, and I'm going to glue this to the back. Make sure when you are done, make sure your name is at the top of your paper, your teacher's name is at the top of your paper. This will then go over on the drying rack to dry, and then from there I will pull it off the drying rack when it's ready, when it's all dry, and I will grade it. At that point, you need to clean up your supplies. So if you have colored pencils at your table, those need to be put away. Your glue needs to be closed So righty-tighty your glue, make sure the orange is touching the white, and make sure these are standing back up in the glue supply drawer like a soldier. So take your time, do a nice job, mat it so it looks nice and finished, get your evaluation sheet done, and put it over on the drying rack. Have fun.